Good morning. I'm just doing a quick review of how I'm going to do this. I've got my scanning mat, my actual scanning mat from my original scanning cap, and as I said to you, I've hardly ever used it. As you can see, it's absolutely pristine. So for me to go and buy another one is really a false economy. I'd rather buy some new blades or a new mat for this actual machine, for the SDX, rather than go and buy a new one of these, because I so rarely use it. So I'm going to show you, first of all, you can actually load the mat in quite easily, quite simply. You press the button in the normal way, and then it will pop. However, you then get a message saying the mat cannot be recognized, the mat will unload. Okay, so you have to press OK, and out it pops without doing anything. So obviously it doesn't work that well. As you know from my previous video, I photocopied the band from the top of my mat, and I actually saved it into my computer so I don't have to keep scanning it. So now all I need to do, I've printed it off, and when you print it off a second time, make sure that you press the button, check the button that says actual size, not resizing it, because otherwise it's going to be wrong. It has to be the actual size. So now all I'm going to do is cut this out. And I'm going to actually put you on pause, because there's no point you sitting there watching me cutting things out. You're quite capable of doing that. So I shall be back in a second. Right, that is cut out. So that's much quicker. Now, once you've done it once, you've done it once. So there's no big problems. Next thing I need to do is I just need to line up the end of my mat so that I know actually where to place this. So I have measured off on my original mat that I've already used an amount on just on a piece of card, and as you can see, it's barely, well, it's actually in my case it's 10.5 centimeters, I would say. So all I need to do is just pop that on there, line that up with there, and put a little pencil mark on my mat as a starting point. Don't even need to put the mat line the other side now, because I know that it's going to be fine. So I'm going to put you on pause a second. Right, that is cut out. I'm just going to put a layer of tape down with my tape running pen, turn my mat round, and I'm going to, just pop that under the machine actually. Make sure that this edge here is lined up with my pencil mark that I did, and that the top edge with the pointy end pointing up lines up with exactly the top of the mat, and then you are in the right place to lay your template down. As easy as that. So there we go, that's on there. So now for the moment of truth, what should I put in? Let's put in this little put in this here, deck the halls. It's got a bit of something on it. So I'm going to pop that in the middle of my mat. I'm going to open my machine. I'm going to place my mat on my platform. Press the loading button. And it has actually recognised my mat. So, okay, delete all patterns. So now I'm going to scan. Press scan. Excuse my old cardigan, it's very cold here today. I'm going to scan to transfer to the Canvas Weight Workshop. Doesn't matter. So, okay, so scan area at 12 by 12, press the start key, start. Oh, what I didn't do, and this will be actually a very good example of what I didn't do, was I didn't actually put any pieces on the bottom of the mat. So luckily I caught it before it went out. Okay, so it's transferring to my machine downstairs. What I need to do, actually, in fact, is put 2 pieces of card on the bottom of this. Finish transferring. Okay, so I'm going to actually just do scan to cut data. No, scan to cut data as well. Press the start key. Oh, actually I need to put a bit of card on the bottom before I do that. So 2 pieces of card. It doesn't really matter what size. So place the tape runner on, place that bit under this edge so it lines up with the end there, and that bit, oops, under this edge so it lines with that side there. Hopefully I won't have the same problem I did before. It shows that I've not done this before as I was remembered. Okay, so start. Now I hopefully won't have to actually look over the top of my machine and grab that mat, because it's actually taken it through perfectly, which is why it has to be very much lined up with these 2 edges because of your rollers. So it's recognizing. And I will just lift my camera up if I can. Just take it out of the cradle. Excuse me, I hope it doesn't switch itself off, which it's prone to doing. And, oops, there's a nice view out of my window. But hopefully you can see on my screen, if I get there. I'm hoping you can see that. It's saying, deck the halls. So that was my piece of thing that I put under. And there it is, showing it all in all its glory on my machine. So, yes, if you can see that, you can see it all. I'm sure you can see it all there. Okay, so that's going to work with the scanning mat as well. The next thing I should have to try is the actual, you can see it's very misty and murky here today. Not nice out of my window today. There's a view out of my window. Okay, the next thing I shall try is the 24 by 12 mat. So watch this space. Bye for now.